My girlfriend wanted to open our relationship while I recovered from surgery. I agreed, but she doesn't know I'm planning my exit. I, 28M, have been dating Sarah, 26F, for almost 3 years. We met at our local gym and have been inseparable ever since. Everything was going great until 2 months ago when I had a terrible accident while rock climbing. I fell awkwardly and suffered a pelvic fracture along with some other injuries. The doctor said I'd need about 6 months to fully recover. I'm going to physical therapy and everything. Sarah was initially very supportive. She visited me in the hospital every day, helped me get settled at home, and even took time off work to care for me during the first week. I felt truly blessed to have someone like her around me during this time. I am a very active person, so having to be almost bedridden has really affected my mental health, and I thought she understood that. However, things started to change about 3 weeks into my recovery. One evening, while we were cuddling on the couch and watching TV, she brought up something that completely blindsided me. She said she had been thinking about our situation and suggested we temporarily open our relationship until I fully recovered. Her reasoning? She said she had needs and didn't want to pressure me while I was healing. Granted, we have a very active sex life. This past 3 weeks have been the longest we've ever gone without intimacy, but I never knew it would cause her to bring up something like this. I felt like someone had punched me in the gut. Here I was, dealing with excruciating pain and a lengthy recovery process, and instead of supporting me, she was basically asking for permission to be with other people. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I don't know what made me feel this way, but instead of showing how hurt I was, I decided to play it cool. I told her I needed time to think about it. The next day, I reluctantly agreed, saying I understood her position and didn't want to hold her back. She seemed relieved and happy, which honestly broke my heart even more. What she doesn't know is that I've been using this time to plan my exit strategy. I'd honestly already checked out of the relationship after that night, because that's not something I'm ever going to forget. I've been secretly talking to my landlord about breaking my lease, and Sarah and I live together. While Sarah is at work, I'm looking for a new apartment and slowly moving my important documents and valuable possessions to my brother's house once I told him about what Sarah said to me. He agreed with me and said he's do the same thing in my situation, which was nice getting some clarity. I'm saving up extra money and making arrangements to transfer to my company's office in another city. My recovery is going well, and the doctor says I'm ahead of schedule. I should be fully recovered in about 2 to 3 months. Sarah's been going out more frequently, and while it kills me inside, I maintain a supportive facade. She probably thinks she's got the best of both worlds right now. The day I get medical clearance, I'm going to have everything ready. I'll move out while she's at work, leave a note explaining exactly why I'm ending things, and block her on everything. She'll come home to find half the apartment empty and realize that her temporary arrangement cost her our entire relationship. Some might say this is petty, but I believe someone who truly loves you would stick by your side during tough times, not look for permission to be with other people when you're at your most vulnerable. I'm not interested in revenge per se, but I want her to understand that actions have consequences. Edit. Thank you for all the support. To address some common questions. We never had discussions about open relationships before this. This is why it's come as such a shock to me. I would have expected her to at least communicate her frustration to me before jumping to something like this. Yes, I'm sure she's actually seeing other people since she's out of the house. A lot, especially on weekends. She also seems to be on her phone a lot more than she usually is, and I dread to even see what she was doing on it. The new apartment is already secured, and my company has given me the green light for the transfer. Just waiting now the doctor to give me my medical clearance. I'll update once everything is done, and I'm very thankful for all the support I've gotten, as well as from my family and friends. On to the next story. I'm planning on proposing this weekend, but my girlfriend gave me an ultimatum, and now I'm having doubts about the whole thing. My girlfriend basically told me last night that if she didn't receive a ring by the end of the year, she would break up with me. The problem is that I already have a ring and was planning on proposing on her birthday this weekend. I met my girlfriend in college, and we've been together for almost 3 years. This girl is my best friend, and I don't really imagine my life without her. I've never felt this way about anyone before. We've talked about getting married and starting a family before. The thing is that I've been working on my business and trying to become financially stable to support our future family. My girlfriend knows all of this, which is the crazy part. My girlfriend doesn't have a job currently, and I've been supporting both of us. This isn't a big deal for me since I'm in a position where we can afford to live like this. These past quarters, I've finally started seeing the returns coming from my business. All that hard work I've put in for the past 4 years is starting to pay off. We're on record to have a massive year. My girlfriend has been looking for houses in the past few months. Not to buy, but just to see what's out there when we are ready. Everything was set into play. My girlfriend's birthday is this Sunday, and we're having the party at our place as far as she knows. I had the entire proposal planned out with her best friend. Her best friend was going to bring her to the aquarium where we had our first date. I already talked with the aquarium staff about doing the proposal. They were going to play our song on the speakers, and I was going to do it in front of the penguin exhibit, which is her favorite animal. Had a professional photographer hired and everything. I've also already asked her parents for permission to propose. I'm in a bad spot right now. I feel like I lose either way. Last night, my girlfriend and I went out for dinner and started talking about my business and also our future. While we were talking, she suddenly had a breakdown and started crying. I've never seen her like that. Then she proceeds to tell me that she doesn't understand why I won't marry her. She tells me that she's been there from day one for me. Then she tells me if I don't plan on proposing to her by the end of the year she was leaving. At first I thought maybe she had found out and was messing with me, but I know her real well. Her tears and emotion were genuine. I know her friends are getting engaged and married, and maybe she feels left out or jealous, but I don't want to propose to her due to an ultimatum. Now, I'm not even sure if I want to go through with the proposal on Sunday. All my friends are saying you can't reward this type of behavior, but I'm not sure. I don't know if she just had a breakdown or what. This is the first time I've seen her get this upset. Update. I want to thank everyone for their responses and advice. One of the questions I'm getting is why my girlfriend doesn't work. She just graduated last year with a degree in biology. Unfortunately, she's been having a difficult time finding a job because we live in a rural area in the country. She's always there for me when I need her help in my business. Honestly, I've already told her that she doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to. I had a conversation with her best friend last night, and she informed me that she might have said some things to throw my girlfriend off track. I didn't tell her best friend about my girlfriend's breakdown. My girlfriend has been a bit distant and giving me the silent treatment since the whole thing happened. As of right now, I'm 80% leaning towards going through with the original plan. I still want to marry her, but the ultimatum part is bothering me. Like, how could she say she would leave after everything we've been through together? Her best friend and little sister are flying in tonight for her birthday/proposal on Sunday. Two of my closest friends, who are basically my brothers, are coming also, and yes, they're single. Other questions about why on her birthday. It's because when her older sister got engaged on her birthday, she told me that's what she wanted. As for the ring, I've had it for 2 years already. I bought it when we went to the mall during college, and she showed me her favorite ring in there. Actually, just paid the credit card last month. Do I think she's actually going to leave on January 1st? No. I don't think she would actually leave. Knowing her, she might leave for the day, but she'll be right back home before it gets dark. But I don't want her thinking I'm proposing solely because she made me. I want her to know that I proposed because I can't imagine my life without her, and that I've been building up to this for a long time. I don't want there to be any tension for that special day. What did you think of these stories? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for listening.